So the first thing you want to do is go to khanacademy.org. And then you're looking for your username up here in the upper right-hand corner. We're going to click on that. And then because I'm a teacher, I have more options than you, but you should have something called Learner Home. And this is where you'll find your assignments. Sometimes if you have just one class, they'll appear a link that says assignments in the bar up here. But since I have more than one class, I'm going to find the right class, which is Miss Lewis Algebra 1, and click on assignments. And then there'll be a list of all your assignments. What you want to do now is go to Canvas to figure out what assignments you need to complete. So we'll go to the Algebra 1 Canvas page. And then if you scroll down, you should see this option to raise your grade link. And this tells you the assignments you need to complete to raise a particular standard. So for example, if you wanted to raise A.CED.A.2, you need to complete these 3 activities. So I'm looking for linear equation word problems. And I don't see it on this first page, so I'll click this next button and go to the next page. Not here. There it is, linear equation word problems. Looks like I've already earned 100% on that one. So we will look for the next one, relating linear context to graph features. And what you know is right underneath. I try to group them by date so they stay together, but it doesn't always work out that way. You can click either on the name of the assignment or the start button to start. And then one trick you can do is you can go to the lesson page. And that way, if you're working on like your phone or something like that, you don't have as many scroll bars to deal with, so it won't glitch quite as much. So it says, let Y represent the ice sheet's thickness in meters after X week. Which of the following information about the graph of the relationship is given? Is it the slope and x-intercept, the slope and y-intercept, a different point? Well, let's think about this. A lake near the Arctic Circle is covered by a 2-meter thick sheet of ice. When the spring arrives, it gradually melts, the ice causing its thickness to decrease at a constant rate. Okay, so it's saying it decreases at some constant rate. That's going to be your slope. And it's originally 2 meters thick, so that's where we're starting, the y-intercept. And then it says after 3 weeks, the sheet is only 1.25 meters thick. So that's giving me some point in time. So that's giving me just a point that's not the x-intercept, it's not the y-intercept. And they tell me the starting, so that's the y-intercept, but they don't give me the slope because they don't give me an actual number for the slope. So here I'm looking for, they give me a y-intercept and a point that is not an intercept. That, we got it, and we'll go on to the next one. Neil read a book cover to cover in a single section at a rate of 55 pages per hour. After 4 hours, he had 350 pages left to read. So it looks like they give us a slope. They say, okay, your slope is 55 pages per hour. And he has 350 pages left to read. So there's some amount of pages that he's trying to read, his goal that he's trying to get to, and it says let Y represent the number of pages left to read. So he starts with a book that has some number of pages, and every hour he gets closer to reading all of those pages. So it's going to start at a positive 350. So that tells me my y-intercept must either be C or A, because both B and D are negative values. And then we're working towards completing that. So we're trying to get down to 0 pages left to read, which means my slope is decreasing. So I know it has to be B. And we'll go ahead and continue this. I'm going to go ahead and get some of these wrong so that I can show you how you can repeat this in case you get it wrong. And if you're like super stuck, you can just click the skip for now button and come back to this assignment later. Or you can go to the get help button and they'll give you some hints like the wrestler gained weight each month. It was 79.5 kilograms. And based on this description, we expect a positive slope and a positive y-intercept. Sometimes they also have a video you can watch that can help you out. But if you don't get it, that's okay. We can come back to this again. So let's check again. Okay, we guessed that one correctly. Check. Skip for now. And check. And we see because we guessed on those last ones, we didn't get a very great score. We got 3 out of 7, which means we need to redo this. So if we go back to our learner home and to our assignments, we'll go and find that one again. And we can try again. And your second score will replace this 43%. So try again until you get 100%. And then we also want to do writing linear function word problems. And then once I've completed all 3 of these at 75 to 100%, just send me an email and I will update your score in Synergy because you need to complete all 3 of these activities in order to show you've mastered that standard. So I can't raise your score for all the standards unless you've shown you've completed the activities to master that standard. I hope that helped. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you later.